you guys on Twitter if you wanted to see me roast myself for 20 minutes in 1080p, and y'all unanimously voted yes, so today I'm gonna be backtracking heavily. I am gonna go through the worst beauty/makeup advice I've ever given. It's a lot. I've been doing YouTube since sophomore year of high school, so about almost 4 years. In that time, I have given out some terrible advice. Whether that's just recommending products that I really do not stand behind now, giving terrible application tips, a lot of really bad skincare advice, and just generally saying dumb stuff. I want to go back through some of my vintage videos, which please, for the love of God, I know they're still up there, and I don't want to delete my old videos just because they're a part of the journey, but like, don't watch them, they're so embarrassing. I have a list of some of the worst makeup advice I've ever given, and I'm just gonna spend the next 30 minutes criticizing myself. Let's do this. Alright, this first tip that I gave is from a very early video, one of the first beauty videos I've ever made, and it was my skincare routine. So without further ado, I give you makeup wipes for removing makeup. Alright, let's see what this dumbass bitch has to say.
On a lighter makeup day though, I'll go in with the Trader Joe's Micellar Cleansing Makeup Remover Towelettes. Sometimes I might even use a combination of these two products on my face. This is really great for travel because it's not a liquid product and it's very inexpensive too. I believe these are like $3 or something, so you can find these at your local Trader Joe's. These are a great find. They are cruelty-free. Trader Joe's entire beauty line is
Oh my god, I stutter so much in my old videos.
But today I'm going to be using the oil on my face.
I really did not know a lot about skincare back then, and I recommended makeup wipes as your first step for removing your makeup. Not only are they not effective in removing your makeup, if you only use makeup wipes as your makeup remover, you're going to be leaving behind a lot of residue. Makeup wipes pretty much only get off the stuff on surface level, but makeup goes down into your pores, and you need to be able to get that stuff out. You are tending to be a little bit rougher with your face. That can be abrasive, that can cause extra irritation, that can lead to acne, and also it is not great for the environment. So nowadays, instead of using makeup wipes as your first cleanse or even your only cleanse, I recommend doing a double cleanse, which you use an oil or a cleansing balm to emulsify and melt off your makeup, and then you go in with a gel or water-based cleanser to clean everything off, and that will get all the makeup off. Next up, this video. I think this was my second ever YouTube video. I remember the day after I posted it, all my friends at school were watching it on their phones at lunch, and I just wanted to die because I hated the sound of my voice on camera, and I still sometimes do. Nostalgia.
And then I'm gonna go in with my Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. Also,
wait, I already have lashes on.
And I'm just gonna
no
lashes with.
I mean, they weren't really pretty lashes in the first place.
Why?
Okay, so you just watched me ruin a pair of lashes. So what I did in this tutorial was I applied my false lashes first, and then I went in with mascara afterwards to meld my falsies with my real lashes. And I only did this because I saw a lot of bigger beauty YouTubers doing this. The best way to meld your lashes with your falsies is to take like an eyelash curler or even like a clamper thingy and just kind of push them together. The only thing that applying mascara once you've already put on your falsies will do is destroy your falsies. I used to do this because I thought it would make my falsies really appear more natural with my lashes, but all it did was get clumps of mascara in my falsies, which makes them just ultimately look worse over time. So yeah, I don't recommend doing that anymore. Apply your mascara first and then put your lashes on. This next clip is from a very vintage rainbow pride makeup tutorial that I did. The look is terribly blended. I used the OG Morphe 35B palette for this, which was not a good palette. So the pigmentation's not there, but also I didn't know how to apply less pigmented shadows to get more pigmentation out of them, so it's not a good look. Anyways, what we're going to talk about is my egregious technique of liner. That happens right now.
And then I'm going into the Stila Magnificent Metals in Kitten Karma, and I'm using a liner brush. And I'm kind of going into the crease and doing a little bit of a cut crease liner, sort of, not really, and just adding that glitter onto the crease in a thin line, so when you're blinking, it's a surprise glitter pop.
Galaxy brain. Oh my god.
Child. Anyway, so
what I thought I was doing in this tutorial was doing a cut crease liner, which is basically where you take like a glitter or some type of like liner and you kind of like sketch out a little like you cut the crease with the glitter and create a nice like fun pretty effect. I'd seen people doing this in tutorials. I thought it was a really pretty effect, but then when I wanted to do it on myself, I would actually go into my actual crease and draw the liner inside the actual crease. So as you saw, I was doing it with glitter, which meant that the glitter would transfer from my crease onto the bottom and the top of my lid, and it would just be a mess. When you're doing a cut crease or cut crease liner, you want to go slightly above your natural crease so it's not gonna like transfer all over your eye. Oh, she cute. Not really though. Alright, this next one's from another skincare video, fairly recent actually, only about 5 months ago. So this is a product that I recommended at the time, but I thought I'd done my proper research on, but I really didn't. So I want to, first of all, apologize for recommending the product in the first place. Just kind of backtrack and share with you guys what I found out about that. So let's watch this. I really do love Mario Badescu's cult favorite facial sprays. My favorite one is the green cucumber and green tea one. The cucumber is one of those ingredients that really does agree with my skin. It's a very universal ingredient, so I feel like this will work for pretty much anybody. It's very cooling on the face, and cucumber does a really great job of depuffing everything. Oh, I really love this spray as well. So this one, people actually called me out in the comments saying that this was like not a good toner to recommend. My criteria for what was a good toner was looking to see if the ingredients had alcohol in them, specifically denatured alcohol. This toner spray is alcohol free, but Mario Badescu products in general, I don't recommend anymore. Most dermatologists and skincare experts also don't recommend them. There's actually a current lawsuit open against Mario Badescu right now for failing to disclose the inclusion of steroids in their products. These ingredients were found in 2 of their most popular products, not listed in the ingredients list, whether that's from cross-contamination or an actual inclusion in the products. They also, I feel, just like market themselves as very botanical, very clean skincare, and clean doesn't necessarily mean a whole lot, but I feel like it's very misleading. They're targeting that aesthetic, and a lot of people who use Mario Badescu are like teens and tweens who are just getting started into like actually using skincare, and I really feel like a lot of the products marketed towards teens for their skincare are not healthy or good products. So that's my backtrack on Mario Badescu. You probably will not see any of their products on my channel ever again, just because I don't like them anymore. Retinol is now one of my favorite skincare ingredients, and earlier this year when I first tried out the Drunk Elephant A Passione retinol cream, I really did not see results because I wasn't using it correctly. And earlier this year I had a very different opinion of the Drunk Elephant A Passione retinol cream that I do now. Alright, so I've been working on this one video for a couple months now, but basically I bought a ton of things from Drunk Elephant, and I'm planning on doing a full brand review of almost everything from their brand. That never happened. Oops. Side note, I was so pale. Am I still this pale? I don't think I'm this pale. And it's like the same lighting. You believe God is a woman. You believe God! Anti-aging, but also helping out with texture. So this is supposed to smooth over your skin. So I was incorporating this in as a moisturizer, or like a second moisturizer. So I'll put on like a regular like light gel moisturizer, and then put this one on anywhere I want to kind of smooth everything out. I haven't really been noticing any results with this one. So I've been using this for about a month, and I haven't really seen anything super noticeable, and when it does clear up my texture, it's kind of back within a couple days. So lot to unpack here. This is actually a very potent retinol, so the fact that I wasn't seeing any results speaks to the fact that I wasn't using it correctly and not the actual product. I mentioned that I was using it as my second moisturizer, so I was putting on a moisturizer first and then putting on this on top of it, and basically what that was keeping it from doing was having actual effects on my skin. So for ingredients that have a higher concentration of active ingredients that you actually want to do something on your skin, you want to put them as close to your skin as possible. Now when I use this retinol, I like to put it on top of a very light serum and then put the retinol cream on and then put a moisturizer on top of that, and that allows the actual retinol and the vitamin A to actually do stuff to my skin. If I was putting it on top of like a more thick occlusive moisturizer, it just wouldn't actually penetrate and do anything. So yeah, now I love the Drunk Elephant retinol. Number 6, using a dense ass brush for contour. That's literally what it says on the notes. Oh no, what is you doing, baby? I'm using the Fenty Beauty Matchsticks. This is the shade Amber from the Light 100 set. Side note, I also drew my contour really weird. I do my contour like in the middle of my ear now, so I draw it from here a little bit down. I like to keep my cheekbone a little bit higher on the face, but I like took my contour from the bottom of my lobe like down this way, and that like lowers my cheekbone from where it naturally is and creates a really weird placement of the hollow. So that was incorrect. Okay, yeah, I see what I was. Okay.
Let me.
Oh my god! So I took this really, where is it? I feel like I have this brush somewhere. I don't know where it is. This really very dense brush from e.l.f. It's called the e.l.f. contouring brush. I bought that brush around the time that I started getting into makeup in the first place, so that was the only brush I had for contouring, and I thought like, okay, it's called the contour brush, it must be perfect for contouring. I would use this brush for cream and for powder, and it's a really dense brush. Densely packed hairs. It was very stiff as well. Using it with this particular Fenty Beauty contour, the denseness of that brush really did not allow the contour to diffuse in a nice natural looking way. So I was really just kind of slightly blending this line that I drew on my face, but it still looks like I drew that. And then even worse when I would use that with powder. I really like the way that contour applies with a slightly fluffier brush, still dense enough to blend it out, a little bit fluffier so that you're able to kind of diffuse it around with a slight amount of control so it looks just more natural. This one I don't have a video clip for, but using a fan brush for highlighter. Those were dark times in the beauty world. I remember when everybody used those fan brushes, either the skinny ones or the really fat ones to apply highlighter to your face. Fan brushes are just one of those shapes. They're just not good for anything, honestly. Yes, it looks like they can get a really nice precise highlighter, but I don't want a stripe of highlighter anyway. I want to be able to kind of do circular buffing motions with my highlighter to blend it into the cheekbone. And fan brushes just get you a very pointed application of your highlighter. Yeah. I've made so many skincare routine videos, I've just now realized, and a lot of them I really regret now.
I'm actually doing a mask next, but before my mask I actually like to kind of pre-game with some toner. So I'm kind of going in with my secret weapon.
She says she's gonna pre-game with some toner. Pre-game with White Claw, ho.
And this is probably the cheapest thing in the video. This is Witch Hazel. This is the in-store brand from Target. You can pretty much find Witch Hazel at any drugstore, but it's basically an astringent product that can kind of help soothe and relieve irritation on your skin and also kind of cleanse whatever's left. You can actually use this as a kind of last step in your cleansing routine to take off whatever is left on your skin if there's anything left. So something I actually do if I'm too lazy to do my double cleansing, I'll use a makeup wipe and then I will actually take Witch Hazel as my second step.
No!
It's also very good as a toner and I really liked the results I've seen using Witch Hazel on my skin. I'm just using one of my Shiseido.
What the fuck? Okay, hold on. So, what I was recommending was taking this Witch Hazel, a specific one from Up & Up Target, and using this as a toner. I also mentioned that I would use makeup wipes as my first cleanser, and then using this as my second cleanser. Basically, layering on the bad effects. Witch Hazel is fine when it's alcohol-free. I believe the Dr. Thayer's one is alcohol-free, but this one is 86% Witch Hazel. Okay, 14% alcohol. I really liked using this on my skin because my skin felt so tight and squeaky clean after I'd use this, and it dried so quickly, but that's what alcohol will do. Alcohol evaporates really quickly from your skin, so if you use a skincare product or a toner with alcohol in it, it won't leave your skin feeling wet for a long time, which a lot of people really enjoy, but it strips your skin. And especially if I was using this after using makeup wipes as my second cleanser. I don't fully blame myself for this one though, because I got that tip from I think 17 magazine or Teen Vogue, which I used to read when I was less than 17. That was a skincare tip echoed in so many teen magazines. Tiger Beat. And it's just not a good piece of advice. Witch Hazel can work as an affordable toner, but make sure it doesn't have 14% alcohol in it. And definitely don't think that you can use a makeup wipe as your first cleanser and then Witch Hazel afterwards, and you'll have all your makeup off. Another one that I don't have a specific video clip for, but I regret saying very much. I often used non-eye safe glitters and didn't really care. For the most part, I don't think I was completely off base, I guess. I think non-eye safe glitters are okay to use if you put them where they could not get into your eye, and if you're very, very careful in removing them. So I don't mind doing a little bit of a cut crease liner situation if I'm very careful when taking that off. But especially all over my Instagram makeup looks, I would take a non-eye safe glitter and just pack it all over my lids, where it's definitely getting into my eye. And I learned the hard way when I got the sickest eye infection I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, don't do that. And finally, this very last one. I'm also super excited to see what Jaclyn does in her own makeup line, which I believe should be dropping this month, unless she decides to delay it again. I'm super excited to see what her line will have, because she's kind of done a bunch of collabs already, so I want to know if anything in her line would be different from what she's already put out. But yeah, congrats to Jaclyn on being happy in her new life. That didn't age well. Alright guys, that is it. Thank you for taking a trip down memory lane, straight into hell. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me just backtracking on some of the worst makeup/beauty advice I've ever given. I hope in the future I don't have to make a part 2 to this. Thank you for letting me make those mistakes and then make a comedic video out of them.
That is all I have to say. I'm sorry.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed down below and also follow me on Instagram. And if you made it to the very end of this video, especially if you made it to the very end of this video and you've stuck around since some of these earliest videos, damn, you get the bonus meme. That's all I have to say. Love you. Bye.
Martha Martha, dump truck in the Martha, shut up. Sorry, here comes, shut up. Dang. Oh my, shut up, Heather. Sorry.